There is a special place for all demons in the world, a place that was hell. A half-demon demon woman named Isabella. She was walking down towards the Happy Hotel. She had watched and heard of the interview that Charlie had. Sadly, the interview didn't go as planned. Ever since Angel Dust's behavior has gotten worse during the interview, Vaggie, along with Charlie and Angel Dust, arrived back at the Happy Hotel. They saw that Isabella had returned as well. She sadly looked at Charlie, who frowned as well. Ever since Isabella had been sent to hell, she had not many friends or family. The only friends she considered family were Charlie, Angel Dust, and Vaggie. Ever since meeting them, they considered her to be a part of the family as well. "I guess the interview was a bust," Isabella said. "Yeah, unfortunately it was, but it did," Charlie sighs a reply. As Isabella walked inside the Happy Hotel, she looked at Vaggie and Angel Dust, and they were both quiet. "Where were you, Isabella?" Vaggie asked her friend. "I was out for my doctor's appointment." "Why?" Isabella replied while questioning Vaggie. "Oh, that's right. I thought your appointment was tomorrow," Vaggie said. "Tomorrow is Sunday, so my appointment was today," Isabella replied. "And I saw on TV that the interview didn't go very well." "Yeah, and it's all thanks to Angel Dust," Vaggie grumbled. "Look, it's no one's fault here," Isabella tried to explain, but Angel Dust and Vaggie weren't in the mood to talk about what Angel Dust did. So Isabella just dropped the subject. As she looked at Charlie, who leaned back towards the doors. "I sure hope we can get some customers in someday. I don't know when that will happen." "I don't know either, Izzy. I sure hope something changes soon," Charlie replied. Then there was a knock at one of the hotel room doors. Charlie opened the door and stood in front of her. It was none other than the radio demon. As soon as Charlie saw him, she slammed the door in front of him as he was trying to say hello. "Hey, Vaggie, the radio demon is at the door," Charlie called out to her friend. Vaggie's eyes were wide like saucers. "What should I do?" Charlie asked, unsure of what to do. "Well, don't let him in," Vaggie exclaimed. With that said, Charlie opened the door. "May I speak now?" the radio demon asked. "You may," Charlie replied. "Alastor, pleasure to meet you, sweetheart. Quite a pleasure," Alastor said as he walked in the hotel. "Excuse my sudden visit, but I saw your fiasco on the picture show, but I just couldn't resist. What a performance! Why, I haven't been that entertained since the stock market crash of 1929. Ha ha ha! So many orphans." Alastor was suddenly stopped by Vaggie. She had a weapon in her arms as she was suspicious about Alastor. "Stop right there. Carbon Hydro the Bear. I know your game. And I'm not gonna let you hurt anyone, you pompous, cheesy talk show shitlord," Vaggie threatened. "Dear, if I wanted to hurt anyone here," Alastor began, with his voice being distorted for a moment, "I would have done so already." After Alastor's radio voice went back to normal, he smiled. "Now I'm here because I want to help." "Say what now?" Charlie asked. "Help. Is this thing on?" Alastor tapped the microphone staff. "Testing, testing." As soon as the microphone responded, Charlie kinda got a hint of what Alastor was saying. "You want to help with..." But before Charlie could finish, Alastor appeared from behind Vaggie and her. "This hotel. I want to help you run it." Alastor replied. "To cheer absolute boredom. I've lacked inspiration for decades and my work became untamed, lacking focus. I have come to create a new form of entertainment. Ha ha ha!" Alastor cackled. "Does getting in a fist fight with a reporter count as entertainment?" Charlie asked nervously. Alastor, however, cackled at this. "Ha ha ha ha! It's the purest kind, my dear. Reality, true passion. After all, the world's a stage, and a stage is a world of entertainment." Alastor smiled. As Alastor continued to talk with Charlie, Isabella started to stare at Alastor. It wasn't fear that she felt. It was something else. Vaggie and Angel Dust noticed what Isabella was looking. "You okay?" Vaggie asked Isabella. "Are you scared of that radio demon?" "Who, me?" Isabella stammered out of her trance. She shook her head. No, I'm not scared of him. I just remember my parents telling me about him before they separated. So then, why would you want to help me if you don't believe in my cause? Charlie asked Alastor, as he looked at Charlie with a devilish grin. Consider an investment on an ongoing entertainment for myself. I wanted to watch the scum of the world struggle to climb up the hills of betterment, only to repeatedly trip and tumble down to the fiery pit of failure. Alastor replied. Charlie understood now why Alastor wanted to help. Isabella was nervous, but Alastor noticed it on her. He was very smart about her, as there was something about her that Alastor liked, but he couldn't put his finger on what it was. Isabella was in a trance again, as she normally was shy and quiet around new people. Izzy, are you okay? Charlie asked, noticing the look on Isabella's face. Yeah, I'm okay, Isabella answered. Are you sure? Charlie asked again. You know you could tell me if something's bothering you. Yeah, I'm okay, Charlie, Isabella reassured her friend. Charlie, you can't believe in the radio demon. He's not just a happy face. He's a deal maker. Pure evil, Vaggie piped in. He can't be redeemed, and he's not like he's going to most likely destroy everything we try to do. Well, Charlie sighed. We don't know that. Look, I know he's bad, and he most likely doesn't want to change, but I think we should give him a chance. What's the point of this? I could take care of myself, Charlie finished. Charlie, whatever you do, do not make a deal with him, Vaggie warned. I know I've learned one thing from my dad. You don't take shit from any other demons. Charlie then walked over towards Alastor, sketchy about Alastor working at the hotel. Alright, so you're sketchy as fuck, and you're clearly seeing what I'm trying to do here. But I don't. I do think everyone deserves a chance to prove that they could be better. What I'm trying to say is I'm taking your offer to help, in the condition that there won't be any voodoo spells or strings attached. So it's a deal then? Alastor asked, holding out his hand for Charlie, but she rejected the handshake. No handshake, no deals, Charlie said quickly. As Princess of Hell and heir to the throne, I hereby inform you work here at this hotel, for as long as you desire. Fair enough, Alastor replied, as he hummed a tune. He turned to see Isabella, feeling nervous and running down her spine. Smile, my dear. You know you're not fully dressed without one. After Isabella cringed a bit at Alastor scratching her chin, but she did cringe inside. Where is your hotel staff? Alastor asked Charlie. Well, Charlie began, but Vaggie gave Alastor a death glare. You're gonna need more than that, Alastor said before he turned to Angel Dust. And what can you do, my effeminate fellow? As soon as he asked that, Angel Dust did a remark that seems NSFW. Ha! No, Alastor replied as he walked away. I can always catch in a few favors. As Alastor said that, a figure came out of the fireplace. And this little darling is Nifty. Hello, I'm Nifty. It's very nice to meet you all, Nifty said, as she was excited to see her new friends, making Isabella smile. This place sure needs a lady's touch, which is kind of weird because you're all ladies. Isabella chuckled. She did like what Alastor had to offer. When Alastor used the teleportation powers, he teleported Husk to the hotel, and he turned around to see Alastor, who was the one who teleported him, and this pissed him off. You, Husk said, pointing his claw at Alastor. Ah, Husker, my good friend. Glad you can make it, Alastor replied. Don't you Husker me, you son of a bitch. I was about to win the damn pot, Husk shouted in frustration. Good to see you too, Alastor replied, dodging his frustration. What the hell do you want with me this time? Husk asked as his face palmed. I was hoping you could volunteer to help with this hotel, Alastor replied, making Husk feel like an idiot. Are you shitting me? Husk said. Then he pushed away from Alastor from him. You thought it would be some kind of big fucking riot just to pull me out of nowhere? You think I'm some kind of fucking clown? Maybe, Alastor grinned as he walked over to the bar. I can make this more welcoming. If you wish. Alastor smirked as he made a bottle of booze appear, That made Husk walk over to the place and pick up the bottle. What do you think you could buy me with a wink and some cheap booze? Well, you can, Husk said as he chugged down the bottle. Vaggie wasn't liking the bar idea, but Angel Dust insisted that they keep it. Only if you watch me, Angel Dust said. Charlie was liking the help Alastor was offering, so Charlie likes this idea, and this was going to attract attention for customers at the hotel. Isabella smiled, knowing that things were going to turn around and get better. Alastor began to sing his song, having her join in the fun with her friends. Although Isabella didn't sing, she danced with Alastor throughout his song, making her smile. She did finish her singing to be attractive. Suddenly Alastor was interrupted by Serpentius. Everyone looked at the snake demon, who was on his little plane. Well, not really a plane, but vehicle. Well, if it isn't the stripe-headed freak, Serpentius said. We meet again, Alastor. Do I know you? Alastor asked, knowing that Serpentius was looking to pick up a fight with him. Alastor used his demon powers and defeated Serpentius in his airship within a few seconds. Once he was finished with Serpentius, he turned his attention to his friends. Well, I'm starved. Who wants some jambalaya? Jumba what? Isabella questioned. She kind of remembered her parents making jambalaya before she died. In fact, she couldn't even remember when the last time she made some. Jambalaya, my dear, Alastor answered her question as he and Isabella started to head back to the hotel. My mother showed me how to make a wonderful recipe for jambalaya. In fact, it nearly killed her. Ha ha ha! You could say it was a kick right out of that. Oh, ho ho! I'm on a roll. Yes, sir. This is the start of some real changes down here. The game is set. As soon as the gang headed inside the Happy Hotel, Alastor headed off to the kitchen with Isabella. Since Isabella used to live in Louisiana, she liked jambalaya as a kid. Do you mind if I help, Alastor? Isabella asked the radio demon. I do know how to make jambalaya. After all, I was born in from Louisiana. Of course you can help, my dear. It's so nice to meet new people who is from Louisiana, Alastor replied, as he and Isabella got started on making the jambalaya. They were making the dinner in the kitchen, as Isabella accidentally cut her finger while using the knife. Ah, crap! Isabella groaned in frustration. Her finger was starting to bleed. Alastor smelled the blood and had a feeling that Isabella hurt herself. You alright, my dear? Alastor asked. Yeah, I'm okay. I just cut my finger with the knife by accident, Isabella said. Then with the snap of his fingers, a bandage appeared on Isabella's finger. Thanks, but how did you do that? With magic, my dear. I could do any magic you like. Ha ha ha! Alastor cackled as he and Isabella continued to make dinner. Within a few minutes, dinner was ready, and Alastor and Isabella served their friends the dinner in the dining room. The jambalaya sure smelled good. Hope you like how me and Alastor made it, Isabella said, as she and Alastor sat down with Husk, Nifty, Angel Dust, and Charlie. They all began eating. Sure enough, it was good, but Vaggie wasn't eating. It's really good. You both did a great job, Charlie commented, as Isabella noticed that Vaggie wasn't eating. Vaggie, what's wrong? You're not hungry? Isabella asked. I don't know. It's just you and the radio demon both made it, Vaggie said. The jambalaya isn't poisoned if that's what you're going to ask, Isabella said. We wouldn't do such a thing like that, unless you wanted it done for someone you don't like, Alastor said as he cackled a laugh. Vaggie had a nervous smile as she ate, and Isabella was right about the food not being poisoned, so she ate the dinner. Around a few hours after dinner, Isabella headed back to her room in the hotel, which was located on the first floor. She walked inside to see her Doberman pincer named Rex. He was wagging his tail when he saw his owner. He gave Isabella a few kisses on her face. The half-radio demon girl smiled and giggled. Yes, Rex. I'm happy to see you too, Isabella giggled as she told Rex to get her off of her. As soon as Rex sat down, Isabella checked his food and water. As she was sitting on her bed, she was thinking about Alastor. She did somewhat like him, but she wasn't sure what to think of him. He is cute, and I adore his voice and antlers and ears, but I really do like his radio voice. He's so attractive. He sure is cute, Rex, Isabella told Rex. As Isabella was talking to herself, Alastor was walking past her room when he overheard her. He decided to eavesdrop on what she was saying. Although the door was closed, Alastor, on the other hand, he could still hear her. Something told Alastor that Isabella likes him, but wasn't so sure what he felt about her. But something about her was telling him that he may be falling in love with her. As soon as Alastor heard more of Isabella talking to herself, Alastor was stunned, so he went to his hotel room. He began to start his radio broadcasting. He was hopeful that his broadcasting was going to attract customers to stay at the hotel, and he knew just how to do it.